Briscoe gets loose. Austin Wayne Self around. Heavy contact with the 99 of Peters, up and over.
In 2017, Timothy Peters took a wild ride in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series at Texas Motor Speedway. But new NASCAR fans might have questions about this crash. Why did Timothy Peters flip? How did the 22 wreck? How violent truly was the crash? Well, today I'll try to answer these questions to the best of my ability by breaking down the crash as much as possible. It's 2017, and the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series returns to Texas Motor Speedway for their annual 400-mile race. It's been your average Truck Series race thus far, with not too much to expect. However, as the field was coming back to the white flag, exiting turn 4, number 22 of Austin Wayne Self gets loose, slides up the racetrack into the 21 of Johnny Sauter. Sauter was able to hang on and stay in control of his truck, but Self had spun out. Self backed into the outside wall and began shooting down the racetrack in front of the number 88 of Matt Crafton and the number 99 of Timothy Peters. As Self tried to straighten it out one more time, Crafton was able to slow down just in time to avoid Self by going to the outside, but Peters was not so lucky.
Oh, Briscoe gets loose. Austin Wayne Self around. Heavy contact with the 99 of Peters, up and over.
Timothy Peters practically T-bones Austin Wayne Self, and all the force Self was carrying as he was shooting down the racetrack was transferred into Peters' truck. This rotated Austin Wayne Self back forward again before spinning out just before the start-finish line. The impact with Self damaged Peters' truck so bad that as soon as it got in the grass, the nose jumped up a little bit as the splitter hit the grass. As the truck is coming down from its little hop, the truck is sideways with its nose pointing towards the pit lane. The right front tire is already broken, and when the truck lands, it rips the whole tire off the car and sends it underneath the truck, shooting the truck up into the air. As Peters is landing, his truck is rotated a whole 180 degrees, and his truck nose is now pointing towards the outside wall. Peters lands just short of the Legends Oval, and either a sewer plate right underneath the truck, meant for draining water out of the infield, gets landed on, or the impact from the truck is so great, it pushes the driver's side skirt into the ground. Either or, on landing, Peters' driver's side is sucked underneath the truck as the entire truck jumps into the air and flips over. At the same time, a lot of terrain and debris rains over the entire front stretch. While upside down, Peters jumps over the entire Legends Oval and lands on the infield right after that. Peters ends up landing on his nose, which the truck instantly slips on and gets thrown towards the track. The truck lands on its bed cover and roof. The truck then begins to spin out of control, upside down, and will come to rest upside down, just a couple of yards from the start-finish line. The right front and driver's side door have holes in them that lead into the cockpit now. The outside of the race truck is covered in grass and dirt, and the inside was no better. This video was taken as Peters was being flipped back onto all fours. As you can see, it's just covered in grass and dirt. Concluding this wreck, I'd say the work NASCAR did to get the trucks to this point was worth it. The truck held up nearly perfectly, with the only areas the cockpit was exposed were the areas that were hard hit, that launched a 3,400-pound truck into the air and upside down. After this, NASCAR began putting a new turf in called the AstroTurf, which is artificially made and allows cars to slide a lot easier without a risk of flip, or very little at that. I hope you enjoyed this video. This will be a new series I start explaining auto racing flips. I'll mainly stick to NASCAR, but if you want to suggest a flip to me, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.